Do legs at the gym again.
The American ones, when they do the legs, they get it right next to the rail every time.
So Pikey's won the lag after Gavin tried to play a golf shot. Big break there from Pikey, but dry, and well gets a little bit of luck.
He's gone the safety break. Steve-o there. Surprised you didn't see that one.
Yeah, I've been practicing that one, but I haven't quite got it perfected yet.
So the semi-finals of the wildcard event, winner of this plays Michael Scary in a race to 9. And that's probably considered the most important match of the day. The loser of that going home with a pat on the back. Winner of that going into the finals and at least 1,800 in the kick.
And we'll play Butters next week.
That's right. Timmy is playing Craig Stevens. Pikey seems to have gotten better as this tournament's gone on.
Yeah,
Bit scratchy at first.
I just passed him and he said, freewheeling. I actually said to him one day, I can't remember when it was, I said, mate, sometimes you've just got to freewheel. And that's funny coming from me.
No, that's true. But when you're doing that freewheel, there comes a time when you actually look like winning. And that's when you see it change. Like if he wins this and he's playing Mick, it'd be interesting to see if he still does that.
Well, that shot right there that he's just jawed, I actually would have put that over the hole.
Yeah, well, both Pikey and Gav are pretty attacking players. Don't know who I've got going in favour of. I'm probably going to go with Gav. But I think they'll both get on with it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go Pikey then if you say Gav.
It's certainly a close one.
I'm just doing it just to be controversial.
I think whoever wins this first game will win.
Put yourself out there, Robbo. I think I've been like Pikey's got away with murder to get past the first round, and from there he's actually had some misfortune, some good fortune, and he's run with it. That's a pretty loose shot, just through the whole shoulder at that one. And I think he needs to reset now.
Yeah, just got to steady himself a little bit there. Like, I think he's already missed 3 shots in this game. I mean, you're pretty lucky to miss 70 shots in one game and still be well in the frame.
Yeah, Gav seems content to just play a more containing early match. And I think, obviously, this was initially scheduled to be a slightly longer race, but because it's gone over time, you're going to go from a race to 3 to a race to 9, and that's a big difference, and you get a lot more time to settle down in a race to 9.
Yeah, I had on the form a question mark over this match to what the race would be, but unfortunately we have fallen a little bit behind schedule, so it has to stay race to 3.
So well, that's a very good shot from Pikey there.
Pretty creative right there.
He just needs to get this white ball out enough. I think he can stun it actually and miss the yellow, landing between the yellow and the black.
Too hard.
Oh, he's missed
missed as well. So pretty much everything went wrong there. Still, but it's now I think he's missed four balls and he's still in this frame.
I can see Gav just playing the slow double, as in like not even trying to double it, but just getting a snooker.
Just the snooker.
Yeah.
Just bump his yellow off the cushion. Yeah, I like the shot.
But of course he doesn't do what I
maybe
say.
Maybe the angle's not quite right. Pretty sure it was right though. I don't
negative that shot.
Yeah. When you're playing a safety shot, you're trying to achieve multiple things in one shot. The reason why I like Jamie's shot is Pikey's probably going to get out of whatever snooker you lay there, but at least you've freed up a dead ball. With the shot Gav's just played, it doesn't really achieve anything unless the unlikely event happens with pikey fouls. So now you've see he's still got this ball. I actually think this table rolls in a lot to the right, so I think you can knock this one up the top corner, but probably doesn't actually benefit you that. Do you want my chips?
Nah, it's
I don't really want my chips.
I'm going to Scott and Jamie.
I'm going to smash him on my way home.
Oh, big pot. He's actually... oh, okay. He slammed that in up the top corner, but he's played it with safety as insurance.
Right. That's right, I'll get it.
So he can probably hit this yellow that's to the right of the two yellows and just leave the white in that spot, freeing them up and getting the snooker. That might have been a foul. Well, that's a foul snooker.
Yeah, it's going to be, and he might just promote this though. Actually, if this is not a foul snooker, if this is a foul snooker, why even play it? Oh my god!
Why has he done that?
Okay. So it's a foul snooker. Why the hell do you not take ball in hand and just come down the centre of the table and just get on the head?
I'm completely confused in every way.
I was going to put that down or a quick brain fade.
Yeah.
Gav shouldn't make a mistake here. Should close this frame out.
If I'm Mick, I don't actually, like, a part of you would be happy watching this frame, but you're probably best off not watching it because you might get a bit complacent. You might not go in with as much intensity as you should.
I tend not to really care about the level of play that my next opponent will be playing at because every match is different. Like we just watched Pikey play some pretty good pool last match, and now he's playing shocking.
Yeah, this has been the worst frame I've probably seen both these guys play all year. But as you know, they're in the semis now. They've both been battling away all night. Going to be feeling the nerves. Yeah, like you said, if this was race to 9, they wouldn't be feeling the nerves as much as this.
Yeah, fatigue can set in a bit too. So even this shot, hasn't he got 2? Has he only got 1 left?
No, he's missed. He missed it. Missed earlier.
So I've got to ask the question, why haven't play that shot?
Yeah, I think be recommending that pretty much everyone tries to watch as much as yourself play as possible because you're going to learn a lot, especially when we've got the commentating going too. You're going to pick up on so much, so sort of let everyone know to go back over their VPPL matches and try and watch.
Pikey's actually got away with a lot there, so he'll be
Yeah, I think he missed about 5 shots. Missed 5 shots and still in the frame, and in and off and all sorts.
G'day, Steve Thomas here. What's happening? Jamie's just having a bite to eat. They're all pretty hungry. Pikey's got a decision to make. work to do here.
Sorry about that. I had to smash my chicken in record time. I reckon that frame that Pikey just got Strawberry will springboard him to the next match against Scary.
Big chance. He's happy to let Gav have a go at these yellows rather than try and get the reds from that visit. Definitely a lot of work to do on both sets.
Yeah, this one on the left-hand side is pretty awkward. I mean, doubleable and all that sort of thing, but these shots, though, you know, you've got to play them, and it's easy to sit back here and say, oh, yeah, just double that. Tough to do when you're out there under the pump.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think Gav wants to just sit this ball on the right-hand side over the kick here. He doesn't want to overcommit potting too many balls. Use the left-hand side as well to pull the white away while he's pot it.
Don't think that was the plan.
Even if he gets a desirable cannon and lands on a yellow, like, he still has to play a massive out. So that's why I'm saying you basically cut that yellow down the row, but you hit it thick, touch the left-hand side to bring the white high up so you don't cannon any of those balls that are actually clustering the reds, and take some control of the frame.
Is it worth him getting the dead yellow off now just to put a bit of pressure on Pikey? Got a tricky job to get on that red closest to the 3 yellows.
Yeah, to be honest, I think he's actually going to commit now and just try and play for the double. And that is what he's doing. He's basically going to say, well, I'm going to play for this double now and try and just make an out.
Just got to take care of these ones in a way to get there.
Yeah, so this one here, I think he can pot this screw off a side rail and get on the other one in the right centre, and then he's going to want an angle where he can just run through a little bit. And even then, like, the double he's going to have to play, he's going to need to land thin-ish where he can actually navigate the white between the 2 reds and back up the table.
Yeah, going to be tricky.
Missed the pot, but he's got a good leave by accident.
Not again. Could have left him on that yellow there in the middle. Maybe, I don't think so.
Yeah, hard to tell. He might be on it. But it offers no value. Although I guess if he does pot, he can run through enough to get on this one on the bottom and then go up the table for the double like he originally planned to do the previous shot. Another missed ball.
Another miss.
Been a miss fest this match so far. Steve, you must be absolutely over the moon about it.
I don't like seeing the players beat me and then miss the next one, that's for sure.
It's a common thing. It does happen.
He played very well the last frame. I thought I was going to get back to the table there, but took care of everything.
So Pikey obviously will commit now. I think he's actually, even that he's landed a little bit awkward. I'd almost be playing the plant now, top end of the table.
He just wants to make sure he leaves the red, the planting red, over the pocket so he can continue easily.
Yeah. Don't play this dead weight though. Give it a little bit, not smash it, but just that's good pace. But he's missed the pot. It's a bad shot.
Another one.
Now Gavin, I think, must play this face cut double.
He can definitely get the cue ball out of the way.
I think he can screw it out of the way.
Yeah, face cut screw.
Steve.
Yeah, it might not be on that shot. It's tough to tell from here, but it might not be on.
Doesn't have a lot else.
No, I mean, he has got this cut down the bottom to try and get it over the corner pocket, which is what he's looking at now. He still wants to deal with this yellow because it's really killing him. Oh, he's cut it down the bottom. Same deal here again with the plant. You want to don't roll this in dead weight and risk putting it hard up on the bottom cushion. So you want to give it a bit, not smash it once again. And he's done exactly what I just said. He's hit it dead weight, put it on the bottom rail. You've just got to give that a little bit and let it come out.
He would have known that was a good chance. Just tried to hit it a bit fuller, I suppose.
I just think he's lost his way a little bit with his mindset, Pike. He's not seeing the outs clearly now. Like the last two shots he's had.
The pressure's starting to build.
Could even be a bit of fatigue. Maybe this is still on this ball. I'll eat my words. I reckon it will be because it probably is on. No, it wasn't.
Not easily. Ooh,
this looks on.
Just take the closest one to the pocket. Should be able to beat the other yellow on the way back.
Yeah, I think maybe he'll stun this. No, he's going to play a plain ball like you said and just let the rail carry the white ball back across. See, I stun that. I go up the table, and that way I'm guaranteed to be on a ball. So this just been a comedy of errors, and if you are watching for the first time these guys play, don't take this this frame or the previous frame as a level of their skill, because it's not characteristic of either player. They're generally a much better player. But like I said, a bit of pressure, a bit of fatigue, short race. It's a lot of money at stake as well. You're looking at nearly $2,000 on the line tonight alone, and that can increase if you continue to win.
Played a good shot there.
It was an excellent shot. Now just looking at holding the white. He's thinking to himself, do I travel high here and play the long black, or do I try and hold the white? And he's held it nicely. It's an excellent shot.
The funny thing is, you could see the next frame and someone will pull off a big out.
Exactly right. In fact, Pikey did that in the last match. To go 2-1 up, he played a, well, the way I described it was an unplanned out. Like he basically just, each shot he just played and it just kept evolving into a worse and worse looking out, and then suddenly he's just out.
That can happen.
Happens a lot. You can get to the point of no return and then just think, well, I've just got to keep going now.
This is my only option. Sometimes the table chooses your shot. Other times you've got so many different options. You can sort of confuse yourself by what's the best way to go. Try and make it too easy.
Oh, another white dump. And he's pot a ball as well.
Always the corners too. They're screwing it straight in.
Yeah, last two have gone bottom corners. And now Gavin's probably going to take, I'm going to guess yellows, but I can understand the merit in reds if he does choose them. It offers more control if you're not going to commit to the out this frame. This visit. But I reckon one good shot on this opening yellow, come off a side cushion with some right hand side and try and cannon the right hand side of that black and just spread open those two yellows a little bit, because I don't think you can get to them direct, so I think you've got to use the black to do it. It needs to be accurate, of course, but you're always going to probably be on a ball.
Looks like he wants red.
Yeah, and like I said, this is the safer balls to go if you're not committing to the out this visit, because you can cover pockets, you can take control. Those two yellows below the black are a bit tricky.
They're still gettable with a couple good shots.
Absolutely. And this is one of them. Oh, he's just not quite canned it right.
So now if he chooses, he could just break those up and leave the cue ball towards that corner pocket. And try and cut off all the pots.
And if he wants to go crazy, he can play this red on the left-hand side, come up for the other one and play that red off the two reds, open them up. That's your crazy man's option.
Yeah.
That's your butter's option.
That's when you're 9-2 up on a race to 11.
It's even when butters is 9-2 down.
Yeah.
But I think common sense will prevail in Gavin's case, and he will I think he's just trying to figure out the best way to promote these and leave. No, he's actually looking at that shot I've said. He's going to do it. I can't believe it. He's actually going to.
Feels it's his best chance.
Yep, he's going to take this on. Not only, oh wow, he's smashed it. So even if he gets on that neatly, not only does he have to play the shot right, he's also got to land on a ball.
Yeah, with an angle to avoid, a lot of traffic to get past black, yellows. Pot the ball, land on a ball, not snooky yourself.
I think he's just going to put this over the pocket, is he? No, he's going for it. Oh, it's actually, he's actually been very lucky to sit that over the pocket so neatly.
He's put that hand up a couple of times tonight.
But Pikey, although at first glance these look ungettable, they are gettable. But it's all about these two yellows that are stuck together.
A bit of insurance knowing those two reds are very tricky.
Wow. Well, Pikey didn't try and pot that.
I think he's left a gap straight through to the corner pocket.
If you're gonna do that though, why not just flick off that yellow and snooker behind it? I don't understand why you've got to put the white ball where he has. It didn't make sense to me, that shot.
Sometimes Pikey seems to take a long time for a shot. Other times he seems to rush when you think he might take a bit longer.
Gavin going to try and pot this ball over the hole thin and go into him. No, he's gone back cushion. That's a clever shot. He's got another little mini result there too by clustering those two yellows together.
Two clusters. I think he tried to put that one over the pocket and flick the reds, or he was always just going to go cushion first into him.
Yeah, tough to tell. He did miss the one over the pocket by a fair bit. Well, Pikey deals with one clustered set of balls but doesn't land on anything.
We're just going to leave the cue ball over towards the top left pocket as we look.
Yeah, look, I don't mind doubling this yellow and trying to get it on top of the red that's near the black. You double the yellow down at the top end of the table, try and get it on top of the black, take your white ball left side of the table, and you really don't leave anything.
Yeah.
Causes more cluster.
Even if you don't get it on top of the red, that's an extra bonus you might as well shoot for, seeing you can. Love it there.
No, he's gone the corner. Now, see, I think this out's on.
There's a chance, but he's missed easier ones.
So cushion first in this bottom one, I'd say. And as long as he gets the white ball off the bottom rail and can get it about a foot high, he might be all right. Well, he's looking at something.
He wants to take that off the yellows.
I think this is the only way he can lose the frame. Because these two balls are actually horrible.
I'm not sure you can go enough with the cushion first to pop out. Maybe the jaw's in the way there.
he's under hit that Pikey. It was a very crucial shot to get right, although,
Still tricky.
yeah, it is. Can you get this white ball out enough?
I'd like to be able to get on a plant after this shot.
Just wonder if you can actually play it now. Sort of flick it in. Yep, you could.
That's a good shot. He's got to go round the back of that red. Or
Yeah, how many times you see accidental cannon here?
yeah.
You flick it, land nothing.
Unless he's straight enough to come straight past, it doesn't look like it though. Round the back.
That's a good shot because that can actually go wrong very easily, and he's okay on this as well. So,
Probably doesn't want to drop it in.
no, I think he might pot this with a touch at right-hand side, which will actually help him get past the yellow a bit more as well, and he'll just playing ball and come play for the right centre. That's a good shot.
Well done.
Played a plain ball actually, so the right-hand side call was ridiculous. And it's a good finish there from Gav. I think Pikey probably could have attacked a little more when he was, I felt, forced to.
Yeah, the last shot he played, I think he had the closest ball to Gav's pocket with the reds. Could have gone right up into the top left pocket. He turned it down. Unless it didn't go, but it looked like it went.
Yeah, I think it did too, and I think, like I said, I think he just didn't want to pull the trigger, whereas in the past he had been doing that.
Yeah, a little hard to predict, isn't he?
Yes, and so is this man here at times.
Probably find when players are playing their absolute best, that's when they're the easiest to predict because it's all sort of working for them and not really losing position at all.
Yeah, you kind of can guess what they're going to do a bit more easily. And well, these look very gettable, don't they?
Definitely a half chance for the win.
I think like they all look like they're hard, but they're actually all on. You've just got to. It's the same old story. You just got to have a good white ball. Key shot's coming up right after this shot. Run through, get the angle, cannon that red that's just above the two yellows to the left, out of the way, and suddenly this frame opens right up.
That's right.
Don't want to cannon it. You only want to move it like half, probably a quarter of a foot.
Just bump it.
Yep, just a touch because you don't want to cut the black off.
He's definitely playing it now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just looking at what else he's got.
What's down the track?
Well, he's got the cannon, but he's actually sort of hit it a bit
Hit
hard.
the wrong side or a bit hard.
Doesn't look like he's got a shot either, unless this will chop in thin, this ball that he's just above. Actually, I think it will cut, but the white balls, he's going to be trusting to a touch of luck.
Yeah. Fairly thin.
Yeah, this is super thin. He's looking at a safety, he doesn't like it.
No easy safety. You can't really put it over the hole in a positive position either.
No, I think he's just looking at doubling it sort of half ballish, come off the side cushion, white ball on the bottom cushion, and then leaves a pretty tough pot, and then all his balls are still on then.
Yeah. Give Pikey has a little opportunity to leave the white in a good spot back, play a safety back.
I have to be honest, I think he just got down and then last second decided, I'm just going to do this. and
Yeah.
didn't really fully commit to the option at the end.
Right. You see players do that a lot where they'll look and study the table a lot and then they think, well, I've got to play something. So they spot a shot and they think, righto, just do it rather than work out how they're going to do it once they've found the shot.
Yeah, it took him less than half a second to play the pot once he got down and started queuing.
Gave Pikey a fairly easy option. Although he probably didn't want to leave him on that one.
No, you can run this up as a shot to nothing. And this is a true shot to nothing as well, because if he doesn't pot this, I don't think he really leaves anything.
Not a lot.
Wow, jeez, didn't that bounce?
Yeah. Hit that
That was unbelievable.
sprung. Would have thought that would be over the hole.
Well, at least not that
At
far
least,
up the
yeah.
table.
Oh, what small Pikey's got the first one there. Don't think any of those three reds close together pot after he can possibly take this one in the middle here.
No, and so I'm still trying to search for a way for him to finish at this visit, and I can't see one. I still think he needs to get rid of this ball, though, because it's a horrible ball.
If that one into the middle's thin enough, maybe he can slide across. You have to play it really well.
He can also play a safety off if he doesn't like it.
Unless that
Plant.
one does go.
Plant.
No, it doesn't, surely.
No, I reckon he's playing the plant.
Bottom one of the two that are stuck together.
Yep. No, you've got the forehead of a dolphin.
Oh, you want to do
I've got the Dunstall. Okay.
it? The Dunstall. That's what my head looks like up there.
That's Dunstall. That's Dunstall. Yeah.
Jason Dunstall.
Yeah.
Imagine these guys calling the shot. Well, you'll cover the pocket here for sure.
Chasing the one up the rail.
Yeah, you need to cover the pocket. That tends to be what I say. I'm always the guy.
He's played it with full confidence. He tried to play it as a bit of a shot to nothing, actually. That's a very, very good shot. And now full chance to close out this match.
Nice angle into the middle pocket there.
Oh my God, you will not believe it, viewers. We have been graced. The presence of the great one, Jake McCartney, is watching the live stream. So just to fill in the great Jake McCartney, because he asked. I wouldn't do this for anyone else, by the way. This match, the winner of this will play Scary in a race to 9 to stay in the league and guarantee themselves 1.8k minimum. And
Chance
the winner of that match will play Butters next week. Other matches next week will include Mark Robertson versus Nick Young, myself versus Steve Jamison, and the other match is Craig Stevens and...
Nick Young?
No, Craig Stevens and Tim Shelton. Tim Shelton's actually won one match against Scary today earlier to put him straight through. He's going to try and push this, is he?
Well, if you can get across enough, that one goes in, the one he's looking at now, goes in the opposite middle.
He's going to try and play this off the red, I think. That was a suicide shot. I don't think he could have get enough purchase on that anyway. And Pikey,
That wasn't the
tell you
plan.
what, he has had a very enjoyable time with getting some strawberries when he needs them most.
Still got a little to do with the lowest red.
Yeah, it could have been
Wants
easier.
to make sure of this first pot. Does that one? He's going to take this one in the middle. If it goes,
Could have been a lot easier, couldn't it? Like I mean, it's sometimes tricky to judge the angle when you've got them really close together like that. And also, it's hard to tell from the camera angle whether this red passes the yellow at all, like cleanly. If it doesn't pass, then
if he's really confident, he could play it right now and just sort of bump it, waste his
I think
visit.
that's the shot. If it doesn't go, just promote it and then get yourself an angle to just stun up onto this ball he's looking at right now. He's pot that, but he's still going to be presented with problems here.
Hasn't made it any easier on himself.
And that, once again, is another example of how utilising your two shots, your first visit, and wasting that visit to give yourself a very simple out is sometimes better than trying to keep your two and digging a grave that you just can't jump out of.
That's right. Now he's looking at hitting it now.
Yeah, look, he's got no choice really
him
but to
first.
backdoor this. I mean, he could play the marker's double as well and screw up the rail, but I think this is a better shot. Can control it a little more, but he's decided, no, I'm going to put the
Hit
white
it
ball
too
back where it
full.
was.
Oh, God.
Not a good shot, and he may have to play the drop snooker here. Tough shot, dead weight, especially on these tables that do tend to drift a bit.
Yeah, trust across the table, especially.
I don't think we can play the double too. I mean, just full blown go for it. He's going to play the snooker though. Yeah, it was a tough shot to play. That it really was. The worst part is if you're going to leave Gav on one of the two, it wasn't this one.
Yeah.
This
Nice.
is automatic position, whereas the other one, it was just a tougher pot.
Just needs to keep steady, get this one, and then no problem.
Yeah, this is just do nothing but pot the ball. Don't smash it, just pot it clean. Wow. Actually, you know what? I'm actually not super surprised to see balls like that miss, because they get missed so often under these tables, especially under pressure. And that was match ball effectively.
It's never over until it's over, that's for sure.
I think, can Pikey get through to this long shot? It looks tight on camera. Dan's having a look. He can't tell.
I'm guessing it doesn't go.
Normally when you get down on these and you think it's really close, it actually flies in. So if you get down on this and go, oh, you know, it might just be on, it actually flies in.
Yeah, it's funny when that happens. Sometimes the yellows have guide. Get as close to the yellow as he can and can't miss.
I reckon if he hits as close to the yellow as he can, he won't cut it thin enough.
Whoa.
He actually missed the yellow by a decent amount then. It flew in, but he hasn't got good position.
Nah.
Had to give that a bit really, like he couldn't really hold the white there, dead weight. Had to really just try and travel left side of the table and play for the middle.
Yeah, the other middle. Ah, got a result.
So 2-all again, and that's just because they want me to get home at 4 a.m.
Decider. Now, somebody's likely to pull off a huge out here. Despite all these mistakes, something will happen.
I think this is going to be a
Big
chop
shot.
fest of pressure. I'm making the call now. This will be a pressure frame where no one wants to pull the trigger too early.
Clusters everywhere after the break, or a big nice spread.
I reckon it'll be clustered. I reckon he'll try and give it a bit more than normal, not time the break properly, and they won't spread well. May even dump the white in the middle because he tries to put too much into it.
Whose break? It's got to be Paul's.
Pikey's.
Yeah. Well, he's been screwing it straight up into the corners. It's the first thing he's got to avoid.
Right middle.
Right middle. Oh. Huh. Bottom left. Nah. Uh-oh. Nothing down.
Well, they didn't really cluster.
Not too many clusters, but work to do. Same sort of frame as what we've seen. Similar layout.
Oh, I think reds are out. This red that's just to the right of the white, above the yellow, I reckon that's on. And I reckon they're all on. I reckon this is a big chance. Really, the trickiest ball is the black.
And the red just below it.
Well, that
Got to be.
that
gotta
will
be on
that
that
will
nice.
go to the corner, but you've obviously got to clear a little bit of traffic first.
If it goes back in the middle, another option.
Look, you might even take yellows. Actually, when I look at this table, what am I talking about? Yellows are probably better. Don't know. You're right, Steve. It is tricky. I mean, it's easy to sit here and say just do this, do that, but run of the pump out there, they're effectively playing for $1,800. Yeah. That's just went in.
That was a good start. Good angle here to float down for the one in the middle of the table there. Oh, decided to go travelling.
I don't mind that shot. It's a good shot. There's a general rule in 8-ball that you clear one end of the table first. And I think that can, a lot of the time, really get you unstuck. And this is a good example of that because he needs to clear the traffic for this red that's near the black. He's now doing that, and he can actually then go back up the table and use that ball as positional ball to then work his way back down the table again. This is a perfect example of this. If he had cleared that ball in the middle first, he would actually be stuffed this out. He would probably not be in a chance to make the out. So I think he's done very well here.
Yeah.
In fact, I was of the mindset of you must clear one end of the table for a lot of years. And you'll never believe the person that actually got me out of that mindset. It was actually Mick Hill. And I was just sitting next to him one day at the World Titles, and he just said, so many people clear that one end of the table. And he goes, I like to leave a ball sometimes up the other end of the table as a backup ball in case I fall out of position. And it just got me thinking. And I started approaching outs differently sometimes.
Definitely, possibly when all the balls are on the table. But if someone's missed their last one, or you've got all your balls and that's it, no reds on the table, you just got to clear the yellows. Possibly it'd be less likely to leave any up the top. You'd probably sweep down the table more often then.
Absolutely. If you're clearing and there's no traffic, then of course it's easier to just get rid of one end. But if you've got a lot of work to do, a bit trickier. Butters has decided he wants the 3-ball plan to be played as soon as possible. Wow, that's a shocking miss. And this has now become what I thought it would, a pressure cluster frame.
Yeah, the cluster just sort of developed. Over there.
I think this out's still there.
If he can make contact, a cannon with the red, black there.
I'm actually wondering if he can just drop it in dead weight, because I reckon this one below the black goes. Play the cannon, I reckon, is the only way you can't land on the ball. Even if you played off the yellow, he could hold.
So now he's just got to land good after a pot here.
Hard to tell exactly what his angle is, but I think he's got an angle where he can actually flick the red a little, stun off the red a little, play for the corner. I don't think he's going to play the one in the corner first.
No.
So a little stun shot here, drag the white out a little, but just flick the red. Just like that, excellent
That's the
shot.
Now possibly just make a contact with the yellow after potting this. He
Got
can't.
to be careful again. You don't want to catch it too much to the left-hand side and leave yourself stuck on the black. So he may cannon the black here.
I think maybe the winner.
Once again, it's really difficult to tell the exact angle he's got to decide what I'd do myself, but he might force through it. Just got to be careful you don't get stuck on it. No, he's okay.
A little closer than he'd like, but can't see him missing this one.
Yes, that was a gift in the end from Pikey. He'll be filthy.
Got it.
Gavin Roberts.
There we go.
Will now play Mick Scary in a race to 947.
Seemed like it. Alright, that'll do me. Maybe there's someone else who wants to jump on.
Yeah, someone will, and we'll take a quick break. I think Gav's going to have a quick bite to eat.
He deserves a little break.
And we'll resume in a few minutes, guys. Stay tuned.
No worries. And if there were races to 4, it would have been 4-0, 4-0, 4-0.
Oh, yeah.
Sets are better than last time.
Yeah, they are quite
good.
Yeah, yeah.
How it's drive and stuff like that.
And then what do you do after work tomorrow? And what do you do after work tomorrow?
More work. Well, this is too bad at 10 o'clock. Oh, the worst part is I've got to get up early to get home to school because Colby's still.
Cryptic. Is she still sick?
No, she's not sick now, but she's still. Her knee's still giving her a fair bit of pain.
That's alright. I vomited on Wednesday.
Yeah, I heard these.
Tracy was sick on Sunday, and Wednesday I hadn't drank or anything, and about 6 o'clock at night we go to the King's Club and we get free drinks. I didn't drink anything. I just said I don't feel well, so the other 3 went out, and I went to bed. My phone was like beeping or whatever, couldn't move. Then woke up about 11:30 and just vomited.
Colby was real bad there for 24 hours.
And as soon as I vomited, I felt I could fall asleep. Before that, I was just like dozing off and on.
She actually fell asleep on the toilet.
I've done that.
She couldn't really move or anything, and she felt that bad. I slept on the couch that night because, like, well, I was no way I would have got any sleep if I didn't.
Yeah, like Tracy messaged me and said, "Are you alright?" or whatever. And she said to the boys, she said, "Well, she hasn't answered. She's either asleep or dead. Either way, I can't help her."
You running?
It's my 3rd pack in 3 days.
Oh, that's right. You got your teeth from.
You gotta get up in the morning, don't you? Mark?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, my tooth out at 10 o'clock.
You what?
10 o'clock? That's
My
like.
tooth out at 10.
Oh, what's
Oh,
Tracy
so you-
Chuck's going
No,
to do
no, I
about
normally
you?
have at 5 every morning.
Oh, so you've got
Gets
the
sleep.
day off tomorrow?
I'd rather go to work.
Oh, right.
I
Do
will.
they know you're not phoning? Or you just ring them in the morning?
They know.
Oh, okay.
I still think you need to change.
Yeah, I was worried. I thought, shit, you're going to be driving on 3 hours sleep tomorrow.
Well, obviously with Kale waking up every second hour anyway.
Well, so at least you're not.
I'm
at
about-
least you're not gonna go fall asleep at the wheel.
I'm about $1.28 at the moment to call into
You can bring him over if you want. Bring him over if you want.
I'm not working.
Who? You?
Yeah.
See you next week, dear.
See you next week.
Sleeping half the day.
Let's get this going. Let's get this started.
My best of 5, is it, everyone?
See you later.
It would damage the brand if you did that. Damage the brand. If they decided to play best of 3 or something.
Oh, yeah, I don't like. I think we could.
Hey?
Scary. We changed to just a single frame. Just one frame. There was no wild event. Tomorrow on the lap.
Not many people watch.
Other than the match I played against Sydney last week, I lost the shit from big time. The week before, I 3 was off with the lead.
Yeah, no, I watched. Oh, no. Yeah, we'll catch up later.
was actually starting to annoy me a bit, but I just decided.
Look at him. It took more effort to balance the triangle like that. Is he trying to put it through the triangle? It took more effort to balance the triangle there like that than to put it back on the hook.
Have a bat, Nick. That trick. You're trying to put the white through the triangle.
That's what we thought you were trying to do. Just practicing break.
Twice he's dumped the wall.
It's that sledgehammer brick. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This guy's having a bat as well.
I think I'm going to tack it off.
Yep. Hey?
Sorry, guys.
Oh, you mean not stream this?
Yeah, I gotta go up at 5.
Oh, you're dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, don't worry about it.
this will be another 2 hours.
Well, that's going to get me in time home, so I'll probably go to work tomorrow now.
That's fine.
If I leave now, I'm just not going to go home before 1.
Alright, now I can go to sleep on the couch somewhere.